We're back in FTL. I'm excited. I'm taking a quick break from Into the Breach because, frankly, I'm really feeling FTL right now. I was playing a bit last night, trying to get the second variant of the stealth ship. Having a lot of trouble with it. I'm not used to not having shields, so I figured why not give it another shot on stream because it led to some pretty interesting circumstances. I've got my cloaking ship, which is really the only thing it has going for it. Um, it's got some good crew to start with. We've got weapons and engines. Really, the two things you have to have manned on this ship. If I had shields, I'd need a crew member for it. But one of the biggest problems I ran into in these runs is I clearly want shields. Shields are just so integral to how this game expects itself to be played, and just the fact that this ship has no defenses but some engine power, and the cloaking makes it not as viable as I'd like. So I know that shields cost 125 at stores. If I find them, that's the price I'm aiming for. So I'm gonna try and build up 125 in order to get the incredibly vital part of this build. Let's actually go ahead and see what we can do about this whole jam. Let's see if we can keep their shields down by firing our beam. Pretty nice path there. Ooh. See, now we're seeing the problem not having shields. Granted, a lot of this is my fault because I should be using this cloaking. But still, it's rather annoying. We're just going to have to keep using the mini beam to keep their shields down. Hopefully we get that fire out before the beam gets destroyed. Yeah, there we go. A relief for sure. Hey, some extra scrap on the first node. The first node of the map. That's really nice to see. Let's get this fixed a little faster. Get our crew healed up. From my mistake this time. Oh, I don't have the medbay powered. I'd like to upgrade my reactor at this point to get that extra power so I can, have full engines and the med bay on passively. But I really, really want to just save up for the shields. Those would just be so nice to have. See, I have a store right here, but I only have 60 scrap. The store, it likely has shields. It knows what I need. Located in a nearby human mining colony where an unknown disease has spread virulently. Virulently. Yeah. They are setting up a quarantine to contain it, but a riot has broken out. So I can try and sacrifice some of my crew to maybe get some cash here or some other effect. Since it's the start of the run, I wouldn't be too upset about restarting right now, and I would restart if I lost a crew member. 3 is already kind of cutting it tight. Yep, and a crew member got killed. I'm not going to deal with that this run. Let's go ahead and just hop into a new run, and no shields on this guy. That's really nice. Let's go ahead and charge our guns. And, oh, wait. My cloaking isn't working. I probably should have, oh, okay. I was paused. See, I'm very used to playing this game on my iPad now. Let's hit the lasers to keep that bomb from going off. Oh, that's beautiful. Then we can go ahead and just do the damage. Wow. Okay. No damage taken, no trouble encountered. So in order to get the second version of this ship, I'm going to have to do 2 of 3 things. Destroy a ship at full health during a single cloak. Let's see, avoid 9 damage in a single cloak. I think that one is very doable. And then get to Sector 8 without jumping to a beacon with an environmental danger. Now, this beacon right here has an environmental danger. That is what we're trying to avoid. And really the only way to get to this store is from this node. So I'd need to go all the way around here in order to get there. That's not viable. I'm going to have to just skip that store entirely if I want to get this achievement. And I do. Let's see. They need to take possession of an enemy ship intact. I don't think I can do that, but I'd like to fight a ship because every ship fought gives me scrap, which is what I need. Let's see. We're not properly equipped for this type of mission. That's fair. They got my number right away. I certainly am not equipped. Let's go ahead and defend this outpost and see what we can do. Let's power down my med bay so I can give my engines a little power. I'm not using it right now. I'm always very hesitant about oh my gosh, I should be cloaking. I'm always very hesitant about I should fix my oxygen before it gets wrecked. And my mini beam won't pierce their shield, so I really should have cloaked there, because currently I am not in a good way. Okay, dual lasers are back up. I'm about to get wrecked. Okay, didn't hit anything vital. Still fixing my O2. Once I get my lasers up, I'll be able to hit my beam, which is the important part. Now I can beam in, hit all 3 of these important systems. Usually, with any other ship, I wouldn't be worried about this beam weapon that they have right here. Because usually I'd have at least 1 shield, and they don't... Beams can only pierce maybe like 0 or 1 shields. But with this ship, I am significantly concerned. And I thought I should cloak, but unfortunately I didn't get to it in time. Let's go ahead and hit the lasers again to try and get rid of that. Mini beam will pass across the same path. Fantastic. I took a lot of damage in this first fight. Hey, but I got a lot of scrap. That's good to see. Let's go ahead and heal up my crew. Everyone to the med bay. We're at full. I'm at 193. Sorry, I'm at 93 scrap. Hopefully we can get to that 125 before we hit another store. Let's do a little more exploring. This node evidently doesn't have a ship at it. Let's see. Your sensors have picked up a refugee ship drifting in the system. No doubt one of many fleeing the rebel advance. It doesn't appear to have detected you, or else it's trying to avoid notice. I'm going to hail them. At the worst, it could result in a fight. And let's see. We have 1 fuel for 5 missiles. That's not something that I use, so I'm going to decline that fight, or decline that trade. Let's go fight another ship. Okay, forward scout, and they're trying to get away. Let's go ahead and turn on my cloak first thing. If I can... Actually, that was not the right decision. The best decision would be wait until they fired their missile and then turn on my cloak then. Let's see if we can get out ahead of this. Hit them. Yes! Powered down their missile. You can see their missile and their beam weapon pulled into the sides, meaning that I'm not going to get hit by a missile right now, which is... Wow, what a treat. Let's go ahead and start auto-firing. If we can keep those shields down, then we might be able to outlast them. Yeah, okay, our cloak's back up. And they're down. Hey, we get an automatic... So the automated reloader decreases the time it takes to load your weapons. You can stack them. It's great. We're looking at, what, 15%? Only 10% cooldown, but still, that's a sizable amount and really helpful for this build when I'm rocking, things that... I'm a very offensive ship. My defensive options are extremely limited. So, hey, there's the store. I'm going to try and get to 125 using this other fight right here. If I can get to 125, then I might have a good run going. Let's go ahead and fight the ship. Let's see. We're going to really want to avoid these weapons, obviously, but I'm going to wait for the right moment when they fire this gun. Okay, now we cloak, which makes the laser miss. Let's go ahead and... We really have no reason here to continue cloaking, so I'm just going to go ahead and fire. That brings it down. Let's see if we can hit all 3 rooms here. 13 scrap. Will that get us? I mean, I know I can get more scrap by hurting them. So we're going to go ahead and destroy their ship, despite that damage we just took. Let's plan the next beam for the other side of the ship. Actually, okay, we're good. That should bring us to 137. We have enough. Now let's hope for shields. Sell me shields. Shields, 125. Bought. What a fantastic get. Now we're in the run. We really have no other... stealth weapons would be really cool. That would be a very important part of our build, and I can't afford them if I sell my titanium system casing. Titanium system casing is really nice because at the start of this ship's build, it is going to take hits. And titanium system casing gives me the chance to negate system damage. So if they hit my weapons might not take damage. Or if they hit my oxygen, it won't take damage. However, my hull still does. And since I am building towards more defensive options, I really want... I might not need this titanium system casing any longer. So I might go ahead and sell it. Let's see. Automated reloader sells for 20. Long range scanners, which I do need for this achievement, only sells for 15. I'm going to go ahead and sell the system casing for the stealth weapons. And with that, we have a sizable part of our build really set up here. Stealth weapons allows me to fire when I'm cloaked, which is so nice. Remember in the last battle when I really had no reason to stay cloaked? So I fired my guns and I uncloaked. With this, I'll not only be able to stay cloaked and prevent them from even charging their weapons, but still put out that damage. So I can't power my shields. Well, I'm going to need a lot more engine power. Let's see. My next upgrade is 20. That will quickly go up to 25 and then 30 and then 35 near the end. So let's just start building that money again. Now that we have a shield, we don't have to worry about those beam weapons like this guy has. That'll be so nice. Let's wait until he fires his ion and then cloak. There it is, cloak. It'll miss. And since I have that fantastic ability to fire while cloaked, I can just pop down his shields and start taking down the ship. Cool. His weapons are gone. Let's go ahead and just finish him off. There it is. This run just got so much easier. I can't believe I've been this lucky. The first, sorry, I guess it is the second run that I've done on stream. The first one was cut short rather abruptly. All right, so we have enough power for an extra engine. Thanks to that fight. We've got a distress signal. I always hit up distress signals. It'd be immoral not to, of course. Let's see. Coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and their repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. They'll pay me, so it's probably good to help them. It looks like I have a special option with cloaking. I can use my cloaking to disable the system, and it worked. Let's see. Using your ship's cloaking to try to prevent the defense system from getting a lock. However, before you are able to safely disable your system, your cloaking gives out and you are forced to destroy the satellite. No one is harmed, but they don't seem happy. Okay, so not a success. I clearly failed in this, but I still got a good amount of fuel, some scrap. I'm going to call it a win. Hey, another distress signal. That's great. All right. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. Help, our shields are down and we won't last long. I can take some extra damage for a bit of scrap. 4 damage to my hull, 12 scrap. Let's see. That pretty much covers what it would take to actually repair the ship. So I think that's reasonable. So at this point, I really have 2 options. I can fight this ship. I can go to this unvisited beacon. I don't think I'll be able to do both before the end of this area. I think the rebels will catch up to me before that happens. So let's see. I detect a rebel automated ship nearby. It does not engage and seems to be patrolling around a long-range sensor station. Whew. This is excellent. If I defeat this ship, it'll give me the ability to see distress beacons, dangers, and what else? Shops around this entire sector. Plus, I get to fight a ship. So, obviously do that. They've fired a hacking drone. Let's see if I can cloak to prevent that from hitting me. Doesn't look like it. It looks like it's heading for my med bay, which isn't the worst, as long as I don't get hurt. All right, dual lasers are up and mini beam is up. Let's go ahead and hit their shields. And then try... Really, the only option here is to bring down their weapons. That's where I'm most vulnerable. It looks like they have a single laser, which fortunately, since I have shields, I can block now. There it is. So, ideally, I'd like to get another crew member to start manning the shields and getting trained up. I don't know if that's very possible right now, but we'll look out for it later. Cool, no damage taken, 12 scrap, and let's see, for the sensor station, oh, come to think of it, we're still in this area, so the sensor station didn't really do us very much good. That's fine, I still would have fought the ship anyway. For some reason I thought we'd already jumped to the next sector, but, let's see, we've got cheap fuel here. We could stock up. I think that's actually a good idea. 6 fuel for 12 scrap is a very good deal. Usually fuel costs around 3, so we're actually getting, let's see, we're getting a very good deal with that. Okay, we should have enough fuel to really, oh man, 2 nebulas. We should have enough fuel to do us at least for the next sector and a half. That's a nice place to be. Overall, this run seems to be going medium to well. We've got shields, we've got stealth weapons, we've got all the pieces that we need in order to build up a very scary build. We just don't have the money for it right now. So it looks like no matter what, I'm going to have to hit up a Nebula here. Wow, not much choice. Okay. Kind of a winding path I'm going to need to take. Attack the pirate, obviously. So he has a super shield, which isn't great for me. We're going to have to take that down as soon as possible. I'm going to wait until he fires his ion cannon. There it is. Go ahead and cloak. Now his pike beam may pierce a shield. That's something I'm very concerned about. Okay. I can't get the beam in before the shield comes back, so we're just going to have to wait another round until my lasers charge up again. There's the lasers, there's the shield down, and we should attack both the shields and the weapons. Okay, it looks like they're trying to escape. They're pleading for their lives. I don't think that's really too important to us, so we're going to keep attacking them. Cloaking is back up in 1 second. There's the mini beam with the kill. 17 scrap. Okay. That's not a whole lot, but it's enough to get us another power. That's worth it. We can fully power our engines for that dodge chance. And it would be very nice to get extra cloaking. I think that's where we're sitting right now. So, the next node is a store. I regret spending that money, because what if we find something super cool here? Let's see. Greetings, traveler. We were crippled by a band of pirates and are now forced to sell our remaining valuable equipment to acquire the necessary supplies to get home. What a shame, but what a win for me. We're looking at some crew, which would be very nice. We're looking at some... The Ion Blast 2, that's nice. But looking at this in its entirety, I'm not rich enough for any of this. We're going to have to really ration our money for the remainder of this run, which is a shame. I like grabbing stuff at shops. I'm going to fix as much as I can and just call it a day. And another store. Okay. Let's see if we can hit up this other unvisited beacon. Maybe it'll give us enough scrap to get maybe a crew... You know what? I thought about that. That seems far too optimistic. I think our only chance to hit up that next shop is... I have 0 scrap here, so the only way to progress here is to go to the shop, regret that I can't buy the cool things they're selling, like a chain ion. Come on, that's great. Okay, well, we're really just... I'm being very, window shoppy right now. I should just move on. Nothing. Let's see if we can't fight some more ships. You spot a rebel ship in the nebula ahead and stay off their radar. Try to engage? Let's see. Stay hidden, prepare to chase them, or a special option that I've never seen before, because I don't play the ship very often. Long-range scanner. Try to track them as you move to engage. As soon as they see you, they make a run for it. You squeeze what you can out of the malfunctioning sensors and are able to keep track of them long enough to get in firing range. Cool. Okay. So they have a bomb, which I'm going to have to very closely monitor. This right here, the moment... Well, okay. They just shot 3 times. I should definitely cloak in order to get missed by those. Dual lasers are up. Let's bring down their shields and go ahead and hope to destroy... Okay, so they still have their bomb coming out. You can see it right here. Let's see where it lands on me. That's not too bad. it didn't appear to do a whole lot. So shield's completely down, mini beam coming out, and they're pleading for their lives, but I prefer money. That did some system damage, but it wasn't hull damage, so not really something we have to care about. We are looking at a fire, which is probably pretty worth caring about, but let's see. It looks like a lot of fire. I see. Let's try and put that out. We can actually try and air this place out while we fix the engines. I think I can still hear the fire. Let's go ahead and power down the engines once in order to power up my med bay. Get these folks some medical attention. Just a little bit of waiting for that oxygen to refill, and then we'll be back on track. Dang, Mort. You had a bad day. All right, we're back on track. We've got Ares, who should be better at piloting by now than he is. Mort, and wow, Bovie is really the only one with any expertise on this crew right now. I don't know why Mort has been... I don't know what he's been doing. He certainly hasn't gained any expertise with these engines like he should. And Ares has not dodged a single shot. I blame them for this. This is not a great start. Really need those two to start kicking up their game. Hey, they don't have shields. That's a treat for me. Let's hit their piloting bay and weapons. You know what? I shouldn't hit their weapons because I can just get more damage out of damaging their engines. So quick kill, nothing to worry about. A little bit of scrap. Just slim pickings in this sector, I'm telling you. We have enough to level up our cloaking, but not really that much on top of that. Adds another 5 seconds to the cloak. I think it's worth it to take one off of our engines and put it into cloak. So let's go ahead and do that. We've got better cloaking now, which means more guaranteed dodge chance. So let's make sure I can get to the exit in time. I have maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, conservatively 5 jumps until I have to be at the exit. So that'll be 1, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go around the northeast part of the sector. I think it'll be a pretty safe bet. We've got another automated ship with cloaking, or with hacking, and they're hacking our oxygen, which is not great for us. We'll just have to watch for this missile. The moment it shoots, I cloak, so it misses me. And what do you know, our dual lasers are up. Let's go ahead and bring down their shields, and then, you know what? I think it's probably much better for us to attack their weaponry, so I don't want to get hit by that, missile. Let's turn off auto fire, just so I can make sure their shields are down before I fire my beam. Hit them with the lasers, and then, yeah, really just keep at their weapons. If we can make sure that they don't hit us with that laser. Hey, and there's a miss. Now you're getting some experience piloting, Mort. Sorry, engines on Mort. Ares on piloting. Dual lasers, weapons. That should kill them. 34 scrap. See, that's more like it. All right. We're looking at enough scrap to power up the engine. Sorry, power up the reactor, which is needed. No shops in sight. We've got enough to finally power our engines back up. That'll be, what a treat. I'll be able to dodge. Let's see. So we have enough time to loop around the top here. Let's go ahead and take advantage of that. Unless I've miscounted. Who knows? Nothing here. A wasted jump, but that's okay. Hey, we have intruders. That's not great. Let's go ahead and aerate all of the ship. Well, you know, I'm rethinking that. It looks like engines are the only thing under attack. Let's go ahead and make sure that Mort here doesn't get wrecked. We've got this fight heartily in hand. Mort was in a little more danger than I would have liked, but since we don't have doors to keep everyone out, that's why I didn't aerate, vent the entire atmosphere to space, is we don't have the doors to sustain that method. If they can't get through the doors, then they're trapped in the non-oxygenated spaces. But since that's not an option anymore, you just had to go and have a clean fight, which fortunately I had enough crew to win, which is nice. Should make it to the exit in plenty of time. Let's see. So an advanced Rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small Rebel space station. However, without functioning sensors, it's impossible to tell what's inside. I want to know what's inside that. We can use my stealth to access the space station or attack the automated ship. I tend to prefer attacking the automated ship because I get the scrap from the automated ship. Plus, look at this. It only has a burst laser. Oh, scratch that. It has a drone that's going to attack me. Let me make sure to keep that from attacking me using my new improved cloak. There's my lasers. Let's bring their shields down and go ahead and attack their drone and weapons. That'll be nice. Now I have the freedom to just auto fire on them. Actually, you know what? Their shields are up. I really want to wait until I'm ready to attack with this. Shields down. Let's make sure their shields get hit so they don't come back up. And with that, we should be able to auto fire to completion. And then beam gets them. That's 22 scrap and a drone that I can sell at the next shop. So now we're starting to get some money, which is really nice. We have the option to fight a ship. Wait. Yeah, let's fight the ship. Navigating the fog blind, you practically bump hulls with the Mantis ship. Pah! This transgression will be overlooked. Nebula, very dangerous. Next time, humans all die. I have to fight this ship. He has money on him, which means, obviously, I want it. So he's going to fire this, at which point, I'm going to cloak. There it is. Hit the cloak. Miss and miss. Dual lasers on their shields. And then hit the beam. They still have one laser, which means I'm going to have to coordinate my weapons again. Let's hit the lasers and hit the beam. No damage taken. See, the cloak is really big. Oh, a chain burst laser. Yeah, dude. Okay, a substantial collection of useful scrap. Hey, that's 30 scrap and a new weapon. We're looking at chain laser. It's one of those ones that gets better as the fight goes on. Let's see. Faster charge. 2 shots per charge. And usually the cooldown is... You know, it doesn't say. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot alone. because I bet it can start to take down shields. At least that's the hope. If not, it's not going to be a viable weapon for us. Let's hit the next sector. We're looking at Rock or Zoltan. Neither is really more beneficial to us. I think I'm going to go with the Rock because it has more options for the next sector. All right. We have the opportunity to fight a couple ships right off the bat. This one gets us more sight over the overall sector. And let's see. You encounter a small craft with minimal propulsion. Its Rock crew member explains that the Rock homeworld is run on lies and propaganda that keep the populace in check. Sounds familiar. And that they want no part of it. Let's see. Improve sensors. Show them to your data suite. Hey, I get a crew member for the shields. That's more like it. Fantastic. Welcome aboard, Emma. You're going to man the shields. All right. Here's one of these dangerous sectors that I'd like to avoid. Glad I had the sensors to detect it. Shouldn't be a ship in this sensor. Let's see if there's an event. Okay. No event. Just a blank zone. Okay. Now we get a fight. Why do you fill your computer with lies? These are not the holy words. Before you can interject, they open fire. Yeah. Fair. Let's try out this chain laser, see what we can get out of it. We'll cloak before they fire their burst laser. There's those misses. We're going to start seeing our chain laser take hold, which will be very nice. It is 2 shots per, which is very nice. Let's see if we get hit by these 3 shots. We get hit badly. Fortunately, our Rock crew member doesn't get damaged by fire. Still, it would be nice to have shields in this. Dang, okay. Really hoping for some more damage. So let's put our dual lasers on them. Since we don't have enough power for that. Yikes, they are really doing more damage to us than I would like. So fortunately, I forgot... Unfortunately, I forgot that I have cloaking, which would have been very useful over this whole fight. I keep forgetting. All right. We're looking at 30 scrap, which is... You know what? I'm not paying enough attention to my current scrap count. I really could power up my shields. I could power up my weapons. Now that I have this chain laser, I have the opportunity to do a lot more with it. Let's go ahead and see if we can actually just vent so this fire goes out. Boy, that is a little too much damage for comfort. Let's get my Rock crew member to the med bay. Let's oh, my O2 is gone. That's why I'm having so much trouble. Let's get everyone in there to fix it. Okay, first fix O2, then we fix the med bay, and the shields at the same time since it'll have air. Okay, we have habitable spaces. Let's have 3 fixing the med bay and Mort on the shields. We're back in business. Let's get Mort back in the med bay, actually. Okay, now we're back in business. All right. I have enough to power up my weapons once. That's probably a very good idea. Let's go ahead and have both the chain laser and the dual lasers on at the same time. I think having that ability to be a little more offensive is going to help me out, especially since I have the cloaking, the fire while cloaked. I think my next step should be powering up cloaking to full. Then I can really start taking advantage. Question is, do I want to do that right now? No, there's a store. Problem solved. Okay. Let's have a fight. Oh, distress signals coming from a small station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire and the repair crew can't approach it. I can help with that. I can use my cloaking, use your ship's cloaking to prevent the defense system from getting a lock. Once closer, you hasten to disable the system without damaging it. It was a sloppy job, but they appreciate it and offer a reward. Cool, 40 scrap. That's great to see before the store. Let's do it. Okay, we have the ability to buy more crew. Do I want that? I'm not sure. Oh, before I do anything, I can sell my drones since I'm not going drones this build. It's fine. Hull laser, this has the ability to deal what? Let's see. Damage 1. So this has the ability to do 6 damage to a ship. That's great, but the only way to deal with that 6 damage is, first of all, with 3 reactor energy, which I don't think I have the space for right now, and also hitting systemless rooms. First of all, I really like doing system damage. It's the way that I play this game. I make sure their systems can't... Their systems are the way that they hurt me. So if I can keep them from hurting me for long enough, they'll die anyway. 6 damage is a lot, though. Ooh. You know what? It's not exactly what I want right now. Let's see. Laser Charger Mark II I can afford. It's a 5-second charge. I can store 4 of them. So I can hit 4 charges. Let's see. You know what? It doesn't seem good enough for me to jump out of my current build for it. I think the slow and steady attack is really what I'm looking for. Now, buying 2 crew members at this point of the game does seem kind of nice. Zoltans are so nice at the end game because they give me the ability to have that reactor power over max. So although it may not be the best decision short term, long term, it's super strong. And I might buy all 3 solely because of that. And it's really what I want to concentrate on. Do I want to concentrate on the ability to stay alive right now or the ability to stay alive later? I think building long term is a good idea, so I'm going to buy as many of these as I can. So welcome aboard, Maximum and Lexi. We're going to put somebody on weapons and somebody on engines, because our engine, Mort really isn't learning much in engines. We're going to have him on sensors, and we're going to put Bovie on doors. That's all of the systems that can be manned are now manned, which is great. Let's see. We have, 2 extra reactor power. Where'd that come? Oh, I feel a little silly. Of course, we have 2 extra reactor power now. I just added 2 extra reactor power. So let's hit up the distress beacon. I should be able to make it around the bend here, avoiding these 2 problematic nodes. Let's see. You arrive at a distress beacon near a small asteroid belt and find a ship with pirate markings. It must have been illegally mining without proper equipment. We've all been there. Let's help him out. Let's see what we can do. You use your beam to make a few precision cuts. The ship gives a quick burst of thrust and the rock crew crumbles away. They thank you and offer some of the resources they've collected. That's 30 scrap, 3 fuel. I'm doing really well on fuel this run. I might not even have to buy fuel, which is always my dream. I hate buying fuel. So let's see. We're going to go all the way around this problematic node and fight a ship. All right, so they have a weapons launcher. We can see the power for it. Let's see how many times this fires. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and cloak, have both of them miss me. Chain laser and dual lasers are up, so let's start attacking those shields. Cool, shields down. Let's put the chain lasers on the weapons now, or the dual lasers on the weapons. We really want to make sure they don't get that missile off on me. So our chain laser can... what's our chain laser max out at? That's my question. Let's see if we can find that out. Our chain laser maxes out at 7-second charge time. That's pretty good. It's... You know what? It's not going to change my decisions for these. So let's just hit up the store, see what we can get. Really, it's probably a better idea for me to stop buying things at stores and start investing in my what I already have. We do have the ability to get that third Zoltan, and I think that's actually probably a good idea for me. That will max out my crew. Well, it might max out my crew. You know what? It's worth it. Let's get them on shields, and then we'll just have the rock crew member on my cloaking just to make sure if it starts lighting up, we'll be able to take care of it. So at this point, I can stop buying crew. I'm good on crew. I really shouldn't buy any more. Fortunately, I have all of the crew members that I've bought have all been ones that are so valuable for the end game. All right. You find a disabled rock transport floating near the beacon. You consider stripping it of its useful parts, but are uncertain why it's there in the first place. I want to strip the ship. Okay. So we've been misunderstood as pirates. We did get the scrap from the ship, but on top of that, we also get to destroy these folks, which I'm really looking forward to. Let's go ahead and start attacking their shields with both my weapons. We're going to cloak to avoid their shots and just continue going at it. Shields down. Let's go ahead and start attacking their weapons. Let's see if we can't get them down before they fire. Easy. What a piece of cake. And with this next shot, we should be good. Oh, with this next shot. Okay, yeah, there it is. All right, we've got 42 scrap. Wow, what a treat. And I have the ability to hit up a few more of these. Let's go ahead. Let's take stock. I can power up my cloaking to the max. That'll be incredibly valuable to me. I think next thing that we're really missing is the ability to power up this mini beam. But even more importantly, I think I should move towards shields, which is a substantial investment. But I think it's worth saving up for here. Crew is at, I should save the stations for my crew just so I can quickly get them back there. Oh, you know what? I missed that jump. Okay. Well, we have the ability to start doing the same thing to this ship, but with better shields this time. So let's wait until they fire their missile. Then we'll hit cloak. There it is, cloak for the misses, and start really hoping to take down those shields. Wow, they have a good pilot. That could be some trouble for us. Fortunately, we have the longest cloak that we could have. And the ability to fire during it, which is the most valuable part. Okay, let's see. Miss and hit. So let's, now that we have the surplus crew, we can start getting in there with more crew to do repairs. Ooh, and we're gonna need it. I still think I can get them. Let's wait until they fire. We're fine. All right. 27 scrap. That's not a lot. I really wish I had a bit more than that, but you know, what can you do? Let's go ahead and heal up. Okay, that's everyone. Back to stations. I love that quality of life feature. This button right here is such a nice update to the game. I really appreciate it. So we have our dual lasers on lock. And yep, I missed my chance to hit up this node. That would have been great, but I'm just going to have to hit the exit instead. I should be more careful. All right, we've got repair 20 damage. How much damage do I have? Each one of these is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. So I'm missing 11 damage right now. Let's go for the 10 damage option and just leave it at that. Next sector is NG or civilian. NG is going to be a lot of drones. I don't really like the sound of that. I'd rather avoid it if possible. All right, we have 34 scrap. Not enough to upgrade weapons, which still would be nice. Let's try and loop around this left part of the sector. Okay, you detect a rebel scout on attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. Let's defend the outpost. I thought their weapons were charged. All right. All right, we're going to see the missile shot. Let's go ahead and hit the cloak and start firing on shields. We've got shields down. Let's start firing on weapons. See if we can not get hit during this whole encounter. There's weapons down. Cool. We're looking at a pretty competent, easy win here. Not a problem. Our build is getting very strong. 43 scrap. Oh, and on top of that, 37. The Pompous Bastards expected free service just because they defeated the Federation. Take this for the help. I will, thank you. So let's get our extra weapon. Let's see, what does that leave us with? We're looking at the nicety of more shield. That would be a treat. So in order to get shields, which I think is our next step, we're going to want 30, 40, 50 scrap plus 25 to upgrade, which we're actually pretty close to. Let's go ahead and pop open our shields. Hey, we had just enough. If we power down our med bay, which is a sacrifice we can make. So now we're sitting even better. We can... I totally didn't notice this store until too late, but you know, I did say before it would probably be a very nice thing to avoid buying more things from stores. It's a temptation that I often fall to, but it's really a better option to start maxing our engines, maxing our shield and engines. Really, it's just shield and engines right now. It would also be nice to get another extra tier on the med bay and oxygen, just in case they get hit. We're not totally screwed. So they've got these this launcher. Let's go ahead and cloak when it fires. Cloak. And hey, I'm not even paying attention to my weapon system. Let's go ahead and take down the shields. And with that, we can start just disassembling them. Not an issue any longer. Let's go ahead and keep firing on their weapons just so they don't get this this Gatling laser up and running. They're trying to escape. They can't really do that with their current setup. Their their pilot. Oh wow. Okay, so I have the option to get another Zoltan crew member, which is obviously worth it. They're also skilled in shields. Um, I have two Zoltans skilled in shields now. One of which is my doing, and one of which is just came that way. I think I should put it in the cloaking room and move my rock buddy. Where is the worst place for us to get hit right now? I'd say probably weapons. Um, if our weapons go down, then uh, we can't do enough damage to prevent them from doing more damage. So he's going to be. It's going to be nice to have someone to run around that isn't preoccupied with sensors or doors. I still think that Bovie and Mort are good people to run around, take care of borders, take care of fires and repairs. But it's still very nice to have someone who, oh boy, uh, this is not a great set of nodes that I have access to here. I think I'm going to hurry up and really try and take care of the right half because sticking around here, I only have one option. It's this movement here. Unless I go back around here, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Is it worth it? Let's take a second look at this. If I go to this beacon, yeah, I'm going to be wasting two nodes there. That's not the way to go. Let's go ahead and hit up this remainder node and see what we can get there. It's just a damage repair station. We don't even have enough money for it, so not the greatest find there. Let's see. Oh, yeah. No, let's fight. They've got a Mark II burst laser, which is kind of scary. It looks like they're going to try and board me. Not if my cloak has anything to say about it. Let's go ahead and see if we can take out that room before they get the chance. I know I can hit all three of these. There we go. Cool. Borders nullified, and we can start taking down their shields. Long-range scanners? I have bad news. Let's see. Here's some equipment from our stores. Leave us alone. I mean, 40 scrap is very good. Usually I get more from destroying them, but not always. And let's take a look here. We've got 40 scrap and 3 fuel. I only have 8 fuel right now. It's actually probably a good idea to go ahead and take this one. I do have them on the ropes. I could easily destroy them. But this 3 fuel is looking very nice. And let's see, 3 fuel, that would be 6 scrap. Well, let's see, each fuel usually costs 3 scrap, so that's 9 scrap. Do I think I can get 49 scrap out of this? That's almost 50 scrap. I don't think I can. I think I have to... Oh, hey, I also get spare scrap from getting duplicate augments. That's fantastic. I didn't actually know that. So that was the right decision. And I was able to stay cloaked through almost the entire engagement, which is really nice. All right, now we're going to make the long trek along the south side of this and really hope that it's worth it. Nothing. No ship. Hopefully an event of some sort. Nothing. Oh, wait. Overhearing their conversation, it seems that they need to take possession of an enemy ship intact. Offer your services. No, I don't have boarding. I don't have anything that can make that happen. So let's see. Oh, now here's the question. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help, we're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Here's the thing about FTL. Leave them alone. Giant alien spiders are no joke. Don't mess with them. All right. So let's fight this ship, hopefully. Yep, we've got a fight on our hands. Let's go ahead and just wait for our dual lasers and mini beam combo to show up. Let's go ahead and cloak. Lasers on the shields, and then beam on the weapons. There we go. Oh, and my chain laser's up too. Let's go ahead and hit the shields. Dual lasers. Hit the shields again. Mini beam in the same spot. They're hoping to surrender. I won't let them. Easy fight. Cool. I'm starting to see the value of this cloak. It's nice. It's nice to have around. Speaking of which, we have the ability to power up some more systems. We're good on weapons. We could really use an extra tier in the oxygen and medbay, but I think right now it would be great to have some engine power just for that dodge rate. If possible, I'd love to have maximum dodge. That would be a treat. So let's go ahead and start just seeing how much we can get out of this. We can get a couple tiers out of that. We don't have enough to power it, which I regret doing now, but you know, it's worth it for later. We can even, if one of our systems gets damaged, we can pump that into dodge chance. I love it. When you ask a nearby station for aid, a friendly programmer gives you the schematics for a drone. Hey, thanks, dude. Cool. All right. I can sell that. Wow. And then straight to the exit, I guess. We really don't have a chance with this one. Not the best sector, but not the worst sector either. See, here we go. You see a civilian space station with heavy damage. You receive a message. We've been hit hard by the war. We need more drone parts to speed up our repairs. We'll buy some from you if you have extra. And boy, do I have extra. I have 14 drone parts, and I'm never going to use a single one. So let's sell as many as we can for a very nice amount of scrap. We can use that to power up our that last piece of our engines. With that, we can jump on to the Rebel Stronghold or the Mantis sector. You know, Mantis deal a lot in boarding, and seeing as we took care of that last boarding party really nicely, so I think it might be a good idea, excuse me, to hit up the Mantis controls, because the Rebels are going to have all sorts of cool tools, and really all I want to deal with is we have the crew to fight boarders. I think it's fine. And we can prevent them from porting to our ship. Wow, not a pretty restrictive spawn point down here. Fight them. Look at that, they have boarding. All right, they're going to try and board. Let's maximize our use here. We're going to see dual lasers pop up pretty quickly. Dual lasers on shields. No. There we go again. Not on shields, on boarding. Not really enough to damage them. It looks like I might have to deal with some boarders right now. There we go. So now I have the opportunity to put some damage on them. Cool. Boarding station down, and we can hit him with another couple lasers. I shouldn't have done that. I knew they had 2 shields, but what we can do is hit him with the chain laser. Start a fire in their shields room. That's more like it. They have a med bay, which means they aren't going to take permanent crew damage from that. I take it back. They just took as much permanent crew damage as you can take. Let's see. Get 45 scrap from the kill. What a treat. And 37 scrap from, oh, wow, from the folks who I saved. This is a great amount of scrap for mid-system. I'm getting to the point where I'm getting some pretty scary engine power. I can power every weapon I have. I'm probably going to want to power up weapons once I find something at a shop that I really want to work with. But for now, I think we should just save up. We've got the tools that we need to deal with most problems that I'm going to encounter. They hacked my coolest tool. My cool cloaking is now hacked, which is not great. Let's see what I can do about these weapons. Okay, took down the missile launcher, which is what I was initially worried about. Chain laser, we gotta start that firing, because the more it fires, the more it spins up, and the faster it fires. There's that shield fire. Beam was a little mistimed, I'll admit. Let's actually disable that until we for sure have their shields down. There it is. Now we can start to really take care of their, all of their systems, frankly. Took down their clone bay, and another easy win. 52 scrap, yes please. So, and here's a good time for a store. It looks like next jump will be the right time to visit the store. Let's see if we can clear out some of the left side still. Not very useful, but let's see if we can buy anything cool. We can sell that anti-drone and replace it with... there's not a whole lot here. Let's fix the single. Let's get some fuel, and really not a whole lot we can do, we can work with at this point. Let's just, you know what? Let's move on until we can find a really good weapon. I would just love to find a Vulcan here. The Vulcan is kind of like my chain laser, but it starts firing so fast that shields cannot possibly keep up. And it's one of my favorite weapons to use. So we're seeing something very similar here. We're going to look at this burst laser and this missile. I'm tempted to see if I can dodge the shots from this burst laser. Let's go ahead and start laying down. Okay. Chain laser on their shields. That's some misses. They're building up for that missile shot. There's the missile shot. Now we cloak. That looked like a nasty missile too. Really waiting for all of their shields to just get taken down. My chain laser is going to start firing faster and faster. So now we finally have the opportunity to attack their shields. They do have a very good pilot, which I'm not enjoying quite as much. We should really take down the mini beam until we can reliably have their shields down. There it is. Their shields look permanently damaged. Cloak. Oh, that was a just-in-time cloak sort of thing. What a relief. I almost wasn't ready for that. Let's see. Substantial amount of scrap. We're sitting at 230 scrap. That's a great place to be. So we can actually start to consider using consider achieving achievements here. Destroy a ship at full health during a single cloak in the stealth cruiser. I think that's becoming more and more manageable for us, especially since we have that cloaked weapon firing ability. Let's hit up 236 is a little much for us. Well, we are looking for shop ability here, so maybe I should hit up the distress beacon, loop around, just wait for a shop, hover just under 300 scrap if possible. Let's see. Let's see if we can prevent a riot. It's a decent amount of scrap. There's a store sitting pretty. Hopefully it has some really nice weaponry, just direct, unapologetic weaponry. Let's see. We have someone trying to escape and also this dangerous missile launcher here. So we're going to wait until they fire, hit cloak, get those misses in, and then start hitting their shields. There's the shields, and then now we can try and hit their pilots so that they can't jump away. Let's hit shields again. And let's kind of hope for our mini beam to take down their engines. Okay. Engines and shields. They are still charging. This could be dangerous. Okay, they launched a missile. My cloak is still on cooldown. Just gotta hope for that miss, and it paid off. All right, not too shabby. Got 26 scrap. That'll be good for the shop. Let's see what they have. No, we can save up a little more. I always like to delay visiting the shop until I've visited as many points to gather money as I can. So, looks like they have this teleportation bay. I'll wait until they're in place, and then I'll go ahead and cloak, letting me charge up my weapons. Hit the shields, and then their weapons. Oh, of course, I missed one. Okay, that's fine. Let's just keep hitting the shields with the chain laser. It's not going to penetrate any of them, but it'll make sure... Ooh, yikes. See, this is a scary predicament I've gotten myself into. Got some borders. Let's see if I can't hit the mini beam at the same time as the charge lasers. Sorry, the dual lasers at the same time as the charge lasers. Really need all the shields to be taken down before I can manage that. All right, let's swap them out with Mort. Mort, come take care of these folks. There's both the shields down. Now I can start to whittle them. Some good damage down on there. They only have one shield now, which means I can start actually doing damage. Let's make sure we get everyone healed up. I now realize that my med bay wasn't powered on. That's why I don't like... Oh, jump imminent. Let's fix that right away. If I can get all three of these rooms. I can. Cool. Fantastic. That was a close one. We really have to take down their engines because I can damage both the shield and the engines at the same time. And there we go. Close fight. They almost got away, which would have really put a wrench in my plans, but everything worked out, and we're at 330 scrap. Let's visit the store and see what's up. Ooh. Good weapon, good weapon, good weapon. We've got some cool stuff. We've got a halberd beam. Defense 2 would be nice if I were running drones, but I'm not, and that's okay. Let's see. We've got... really, the halberd beam is a good option. It would replace my current beam. It's a straight upgrade. I do have 28 missiles. I could conceivably start to... I've been having a bit of trouble recently bringing down the shields in these last few fights. So, I'm stockpiling missiles here. It might be a good idea for me to do that. Let's see. These missiles are designed to cause maximum destruction to ship hull armor. So this looks like a breach chance high. So if I hit that up in their oxygen room, they're going to have a really hard time fixing that. Pegasus missile, 3 power. They're both 3 power. Pegasus missile charges faster. I'm looking at 2 shots per charge. Huh. How much damage? We've got 2 normal damage. So this is a 4 damage missile, which is the same as the breach missile. But this, let's see, breach chance low. So 2 missiles, even though the overall damage is more achievable, like the same, 2 missiles gives them the chance to dodge one and still get hit by one. If I just have 1 missile, it's going to, I'll happily take half damage over no damage. If it's just 1 missile, they could dodge the whole thing in one go. But with the Pegasus missile, I have a slightly more reliable damage, which I appreciate. And it's also cheaper. It doesn't have that guaranteed breach chance, though. Ooh, I was so sure a second ago, but guaranteed breach is really nice. You know what? Breach is nice, but damage is what I'm looking for. I have the ability to, once shields are down, do a fair amount of damage. However, getting those shields down is what I've been struggling with. So we're going to go ahead and go with the Pegasus missile, and it's going to replace maybe the dual lasers. Yeah, that's the answer right there. Dual lasers, going to get sold. Pegasus missile takes the plate. And we'll keep the beam around. I still have the option for the halberd beam, actually. You know what? We'll get both. It's a good idea. Halberd beam to replace the mini beam. And now we do need significantly more power. We need 6 more. We need 4 more power to power everything. Let's see if we can get that. We can. We actually, this ship has just enough. So let's make sure we have enough power to power at least 2 of these. Pegasus missile and chain laser. And let's power that up. Pegasus missile on the side. That'll be nice. And in order to power up all my weapons at the same time, I'm going to need, that's 265 scrap, which at our current rate is very achievable. I'm going to need to power up my reactor too with that, of course, but I'm still, I still have a lot of space to power up my reactor, which is a good place to sit. Let's consider here. Let's go ahead and actually just buy one of those reactor powers now, so I don't have to pay attention to managing my med bay, which I never really liked doing. We're just going to sit with the Pegasus missile and the chain laser right now for fights and see how that treats us. The exit, I'm not going to be able to visit any more nodes in this sector. I have to go right to the exit, and the problem is I have to do it through a point that I've already been. It looks like I planned that out badly, but oh wow, I didn't even have the option to get to the exit in time. You know what? Since we're not going to get to the exit in time anyway, might as well visit a couple of these. Let's see, 6 fuel for 12 scrap seems like a great deal. I've messed up. My hubris has doomed me. I can't visit this because it's a dangerous locale, and in order to get this achievement, I can't jump to a node with environmental danger. So I'm going to have to do a couple fights here. Actually, am I doomed? Does anti-ship batteries count as environmental danger? Let's see. Star, nebula, ion storm, asteroid field, pulsar, anti-ship battery. You know what? I think I messed up. I mean, it wouldn't count any... Well, hold on. Yeah, well... I guess we're just gonna have to see. Okay, hold on. Maybe the stealth cruiser. The stealth cruiser. Let's see what it says in the wiki as far as unlocking this. Let's see. Tactical approach. Anti-ship batteries do not count as environmental hazards. What a relief. Cool, let's go fight the rebel fleet. It's going to be a tough fight, but I have cloaking. You know, they have a level 3 burst laser. Uh-oh. Okay, no, it's fine. I can deal. Let's see if we can dodge this flak. We dodged it. Start lighting up this chain laser. Actually, you know what? Store the chain laser. Hit the Pegasus on the shields. This is what we practiced. Miss and hit. Cloak, chain laser on shields. So far, so good. We're going to have to keep hitting these Pegasus missiles on the shield bay. Looks like I upgraded my weapons just in time. All right. Ooh. Getting those stars in the pilot seat. Thank you, Ares. All right, ABS target locked. If I can get my shields, my cloak up before that hits, doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Oof. Yeah, that does 3 damage to my hull. Alright, let's see if we can't get these weapons down. There is a lot of fire coming my way. I'm going to cloak as soon as I can. Alright. Actually, Emma, go fix this place up. So they are out of shields. I can probably save the remainder of my missiles and just go chain laser. ABS target locked. Hopefully they miss. Oh, they're not going to miss. Oh, they missed. They did miss. What a treat. That's 1 fuel. I guess I could have jumped before all that. That would have been really nice. Let's go ahead and ship this guy off to the exit. Okay, another difficult fight ahead of me. We're going to put the Pegasus on their shields, just like last time. I'm not going to be able to cloak right away. Oh, no. Oh, cloak now. Uh-oh. That's 2 hits, one of them on my shields, which takes a lot out of my... you know what? Let's have 4 people on that repair. We can't really sacrifice that. My pilot is... okay, that's 2 missiles missed. That's why they call them missiles. Their shields are down. Their shields are now very down. Let's start putting the chain laser on the weapons instead, because that's going to be a lot. Pegasus missile on the shields again, just to make sure. Then we can go ahead and save those. I need my chain... Oh, wow, look at all that fire. They're not having a good day. I mean, then again, I'm not either, but... Okay, my Pegasus missile is down, which is fine. Chain laser is still going to keep lighting them up. That shield's down. Let's make sure here. They're going to give us 1 fuel. And then we're going to jump to the next sector. Licking our wounds. NG Homeworlds. Let's go rock. I'd rather deal with rock at this point. All right. Whew. I'm going to grab a drink. Okay. Whew. Let's see here. Who's hurt? Mort, you're hurt. Ares, you're hurt. Emma, get over here. Let's see. Mara, Lexi, and Maxim also need some healing. And so does my ship. Through a series of poor decisions, I've damaged 11 points of my hull. Not great. Alright. I'm relying pretty much on missiles at this point. It's nice that I have a few of them. We should probably... Let's see. That's right. I was saving up for missile power for that weapons. Let's see if I can't hit up a few before the store. It would still be nice to get something on top of the... Well, you know what? I take that back. I'm at maximum weapon potential right now. I have 2 weapons that take 3 power, which means if I get another weapon that costs anything more than what I currently have, I'm kind of out of luck. You know what? It's still a good idea to... Ah, here we go. See, the stasis pod would be pretty cool, but I already have the crystal ship. So looks like I'm just getting a nice cool weapon that we can sell at the store. I want to fight it. Let's see. It has cloaking too. We'll just wait until its weapons are powered up and go ahead and dodge. I can dodge that. Let's see. What am I actually looking at? I want to hit its shields. Okay, this I should dodge. Pegasus out. That's 2 hits, which means I can start popping that chain laser together. Yeah, you better, Cloak. Might even be able to save up my... Ooh, wow. That just pierces right through shields, doesn't it? Dang. Okay. Start attacking its weapons. Dang. No thanks. It's gonna cloak. I really have to dodge this laser. Let's go ahead and cloak myself so it can't even get that laser at me. Oh, Pegasus missile. It's time. Okay, and that should be able to win it right here. A little bit of a scary fight, but the scrap makes up for it. Let's see what's at the store. Yeah, that seems like a good path. I think I can make one more fight without the store. Do I want to hire the mercenary to delay the rebels? You know, I think that's actually a good idea. I never take that into account because... Ooh, it's a good thing I did. I never take that into account because you can sometimes make more than 18 scrap by visiting 2 nodes. So it's probably a good idea to, let's see, heavy laser mark 1. I don't need it. Mind control, drone control. It looks like we're just going to be fixing up here. And that's it. Cool. Kind of an underwhelming shop, but, you know, that happens. But as I was saying, I can probably make more than 18 scrap with 2 extra jumps. And I think that's a good idea. So why not pay 18 scrap to get the opportunity? It's something I get greedy at a lot. There's the fire. Let's cloak. Get that guaranteed miss and shoot our Pegasus to get rid of both of our shields. 2 shields down. Start attacking their weapons. Cool. This looks good to me. Keep their shields down. And my chain laser is going to start firing faster and faster. Especially since I'm pretty sure I still have that cooldown reduction. There we go. Not an issue. That's 59 scrap. See? I can make more than 18 scrap in a heartbeat. Let's go ahead and... You know, both of these beacons jump to what I care about. So it really doesn't matter which one I use. I'll go ahead... Oh, wait, no, they don't both. Okay. You know, we'll jump ahead a little bit. Both these beacons look underwhelming. Looks like 10 fuel for a what? Am I reading this right? Do I get 10 fuel for a single drone part? Yeah, absolutely. There's no question there. I definitely want that. Looks like the store is our next best option. Looking at not a whole lot. Once again, I have scrap recovery arm, which would have been nice a bit ago, but we're full on augments, so not really anything worth it here. We can sell the ion blast. Yeah, this is not worth it. We probably have enough to max out our weapons right now, though. Let's see, we need 260, so we're almost there. Maybe 10 more. What are we looking at with augments? Automated reloader, that's great. Stealth weapons, integral to our build, and long range scanners. We're gonna need that for the achievement. So, we can't really get rid of anything there. Looks like we're just gonna head to a distress beacon and get 10 scrap and then be at full power. 35 scrap, easy. So pop that up all the way. We don't have the power for it, but we can sacrifice it from a couple systems. We can sacrifice some dodge chance for our halberd beam, and I think that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and jump into the fray. Looks like we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 jumps before we have to be at the exit. So we're going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is safer. We're going to go with this one. I'm not going to make that same mistake again. Strip the ship. $70. Don't mind that at all. Let's power up a reactor a couple times. Get that engine power back. We might even have enough to power up our engine again soon. That'll be nice. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3. Yep. Let's hit this uninhabited node. See if there's an event. Ah, there is. You find a slug cruiser and rock ship at a standoff, both with weapons armed and ready to fight. You could intervene before this gets out of hand. Yeah, absolutely. They explained that they've upgraded the rock ship reactor, and now the thick boulder heads, kind of mean, are refusing to pay for the work done. The rock captain says the slime balls, geez, guys, did a poor job that's not worth their agreed upon price. Do I want to offer to pay off the rock debt, demand the rock ship pay the agreed upon price? You know what? It's work done. Okay. Nothing really happened there, but that's just how this is gonna go. Uh-oh. It looks like I have borders. Ooh, a lot of them at that. Let's go ahead and try and starve these guys of oxygen. Let's see. I should really pay attention to their ship right now, which has some some folks who are going to try and kill me. Let's get this rock guy into my. Let's make sure I have enough to fight off the borders, and then I might just go ahead and hit the cloak, because I want to deal with these borders in a way that doesn't really sacrifice my health. Okay, that, and they're definitely going to hit me with this. I'm not paying attention to my weapons. See, that's the problem that you run into in FTL, is you have to pay attention to so much at once that you end up neglecting things. My rock guy might actually die here, which I regret so much. Uh-oh. 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 He's gone. Oof. All right. And with that, I wasn't paying attention to my weapons. Let's go ahead and hit the chain laser and just halberd beam until they're dead. Looks like I can hit a few here. That's a lot of damage. I should have done that before they hit us, but that's what I'm going to end up with. So I'm one crew down. It wasn't one of my Zoltans, so I'm actually kind of okay with it. He will be missed, but not as much as some of my other crew members. Mostly the Zoltans. The Zoltans are my bread and butter at this point. Let's see if we can't fix this reactor a little faster. Oh, they're good. Lexi, same with you. All right. I'm a bit fed up with not having enough power, so we're going to go ahead and pop that right in. Then the quest, then the exit, and we are good. We're going to be cutting it close, but upgraded the reactor by 1. Hey, thanks. That means I can pop my my engines up. Well, evidently not, but still. Let's hit the exit just in time. See, I'm glad I paid that mercenary. It would have been a shame to not be able to hit all of those points. Let's see. They offer to upgrade your door subsystem in exchange for some scrap. Yeah, great. That could have been a trick, but it wasn't. And that's a treat. All right. So I'm sitting at 64 scrap. That's enough to upgrade. Oh, never mind. I just forgot that I spent some to upgrade my doors, which, you know, the first, excuse me, the first door upgrade would have cost more than that. So, it's nice that I got that in there right ahead of time. I'm going to spend more time than I usually do in this nebula, because it'll let me hit more nodes, and I can detect with my long-range scanners if it's one of the trap nebulas. Let's see. Let's go ahead and fight. They're not trying to fight. They're trying to escape. Let's fix that. Halberd beam pierces through 2 shields. That's good to know. All right, so we're looking at... Boy, I am missing having a crew member now that I think about it. Let's go ahead and hit the cloat. Close. Let's cloat. Okay, chain laser's up. Pegasus beam is about to fire. If we can hit those shields. I forgot I aimed at their I aimed at the wrong thing. Whoops. Gotta hit the shields this time. So let's hit the chain laser on the shields and just go ahead and try and pierce. Let's see. 2 on the shields. Let's get rid of all of their systems. I really am cutting it close with health these days. Pegasus, we don't really need you anymore. Chain laser and halberd beam are going to be our bread and butter. Oof, here comes a bunch of incoming lasers. Oh, that's more like it. Look at all those misses. And I am going to capitalize on that. Okay. Let's hit the shields just with the missiles one more time. And with that, we can finish them off with the chain laser. 58 scrap. It's okay. It's not as much as we've been hoping for, but, you know, I've been hoping for a lot. So let's up our dodge chance. Always great. And go ahead and heal up our crew. I could use another crew member now. I'm getting to that point in the game where I don't know if I can really spare a whole lot of folks. Let's start hitting up the nebula. Nothing. Let's fight a ship. Ooh, okay. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Yeah. Let's attack the automated ship to get to the storage cache. It's going to try and cloak to shoot at me. Really what I want is to dodge that missile. Cloak. And that's fun how you do it. Let me show you how I do it. I said that a little too soon. It would have been way cooler if I'd then shot my missiles. But you get the idea, you know. Chain laser on the shields as well. That's 1 hit. Let's go ahead and take down as many rooms as possible. I think I can hit 4 with this beam. I can. There is everything down. That's a miss. That dodge chance is really working for me. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Yeah! We can save our Pegasus beam at this point. There's no way they're going to be able to catch up with this. Oof. Yikes. Should have seen them shoot that last missile. Let's see. Station is a storage site for various resources. I got some fuel, I guess, and a little bit of scrap. Nothing too great, but it is tempting to max out my engines right now, so that's what I'm going to do. Max engines. Maximum dodge chance. Alright, heavily damaged Federation ship is hiding in the nebula. Before you have time to make contact with them, they fade into the nebula. Let's fight them. Ooh, You follow the faint signatures and find them floating not too far away in the nebula. Thrilled to be found by friendlies, they come on board and abandon their wrecked ship. Cool. And I got a crew member who can actually help out. I am going to send it to weapons again. Lu Jin, welcome. Actually, you know what? I can't really... let's see. How's Lexi doing? Lexi is almost at maximum engines. It'll be very nice to have Lexi max that stat, because currently Lu Jin is the one who's actually good at it. But I need Lexi in the room to get that Zoltan power to my generator. So let's avoid these two nodes. All right. Pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging by the fact that it is attempting to avoid your ship, you assume that it's a smuggler trying to stay away from beacons. Attack, intimidate. You know what? If they're smuggling something, they might have something pretty nice on there. I should. I'm gonna try my special option. Let's see. It's 54 scrap. You know what? I think I'll probably get that much out of defeating them anyway. So. You know, at this point, you have to wonder if they could maybe bribe a little more. You know, 54 scrap is a lot. I'm usually getting that out of destroying ships at this point. So they're roughly equal unless they decide to... if they decide to give me a more generous bribe later on, then that'll be in my best interest. But for now, I can just Pegasus or chain laser their shields. Oop, hold on. I should wait until my halberd beam is up and running, because then I'll be able to pierce that last shield. Cool. Chain laser up. Let's pop their shields. And halberd beam down their entire hull. Whoops. Halberd beam. There we go. Wow. That's a less generous bribe. Okay. I guess we're going to find out how this is actually going to work and how the bribe system works. Halberd beam. How much scrap do we get? We get a healing burst and 71 scrap. See, they could afford a little more. I mean, I guess I'm scrapping their entire ship instead of just the stuff they need to stay alive. But that was worthwhile. Let's go ahead and pump our power up by 1, just so we can keep that med bay powered. And we have something nice to sell at a shop now. That'll be cool. Let's go ahead and fight a ship. Or maybe retrieve a quest, who knows? Nope, fight a ship, okay. They have drone control, and that's pretty much it. They've got a chain laser just like mine. That's fun. Let's Pegasus their shields. Make sure we can get some damage in. We'll cloak. It seems like a good thing to do. Pegasus down to 1 shield. Let's go ahead and take that down to 0 shields, and then halberd beam as much as we can. How many actual rooms can we hit with this? We can hit 4 rooms. It looks like medical bay. Ooh, we can hit 5 rooms. That's nice. Yeah, I'm sure you're trying to escape. 30 scrap? No way. Wow, easy. Hey, and we got that achievement for destroying a ship in 1 cloak. Thanks, halberd beam. And with that, we're not only completely worthwhile in our run so far, but we're going to get tactical approach. Unless I somehow messed it up in a way that I don't know about. But we're at Sector 7. All we have to do is get to the exit, at which point we can competently assume that we'll get the tactical approach. Let's see. Pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's attempting to avoid, you assume it's a smuggler. Yeah. They're bribing us 68. Last time we got 70. So let's see what we can get out of these folks. Chain laser. Oh, and their shields. Pegasus. We'll wait until that's all set. How many rooms can we hit here? Might be able to hit 4 rooms if we're careful. We'll do that. We want to start putting on that damage because the halberd beam is going to damage their Zoltan shield. Let's go ahead and cloak so that missile doesn't hit us. And hey, there's one shield down. And here's our halberd beam. They're trying to escape. Yeah, dude. Let's see if we can focus down their pilot seat. Enemy FTL delayed, probably because there's no one in the pilot seat. But let's see. That's a less generous offer. They don't know how a chain ion. See. Now, this is something that we need to carefully consider because we have, well, let's take a look at our weapons currently. This requires 3 power, same as our Pegasus missile. Ion damage increases each time it fires to a maximum of 4. That's pretty nice. Let's see. Charge time is 14 seconds, which is much less than our Pegasus missile. It does increasing damage to shields, which is what we need, and it doesn't use up missile resources. So, oh boy, like, we could replace the Pegasus with this chain ion. I think what I'd like to do is, well, first of all, the chain ion is, let's see, it's how much system damage does it do? 1 ion damage. So it does 1 ion damage at first, which is enough to take down maybe 1 shield. The Pegasus, on the other hand, has the potential to take down 2 shields. Maybe even 3. Well, no. It has maximum potential to take down 2 shields every time. And start fires and such. So I think the Pegasus is still the better option for now. But if we ever run out of missiles, we'll have the chain ion in our back pocket to jump to. We've got 2 stores here. Which I want to get a little more money just in case we find something really nice there. Let's go ahead and see. Man, so many smugglers in this place. 51, that's a terrible bribe. We've easily been getting what? We've been getting like 70 or 80 scrap per defeat at this point. Oop. Cloak that. Dodge that missile. There's the Pegasus. Both whiffs. All right. That's a shame. Let's see if we can take down both of their shields and start putting damage on target. Got to get that precise. See, there we go. Battery charger. We don't have a spare battery. In fact, we're doing fine. 76. 76 is a pretty good offer, though. I can't use battery charger. What happens if I scrap one? This augment will be left behind when you jump. Backup battery's lock time is halved. I don't own a backup battery. Well, it looks like I can't scrap it, unfortunately. I don't want to get rid of my automated reloader. It's great. Long range scanners, also necessary for for what we're doing right now, which is trying to get to the end without hitting specific types of nodes. And then stealth weapons, easily the most important one I have. So we're just going to leave behind... we're going to leave behind battery charger. It's, I think, the clear choice here. So with that, we can hit up the store. Go shopping. What you got? Defense 2? That would be cool. Stealth weapons, have it. Hacking stun, scrap recovery arm. This is nothing. Okay. It doesn't even have backup battery. Let's go ahead and sell the heal bomb. Should I hit up this other... Yeah, I want to hit up the other store. I love hitting up stores. We've got... nothing much. Wow. I mean, I could get a new crew member. You know, I currently have an NG. My extra crew member is an NG, which... You know what? Actually, I have a human. What am I talking about? I can just swap out. You go look at doors. You go over here. I can't believe I didn't think about that later or earlier. So I'm going to really have to hoof it to the exit right now. Is there anything I want here? There's nothing I want here. Let's get out. I might not make it to the exit in time, but that's okay. We can hit the Pegasus missile on the... Well, nope. No Pegasus missile until the shields are down. They put hacking on my cloaking, and I hate that. Okay. How am I going to do this? Halberd beam... You need to bring down their shields. So let's put you right across here. That seems like a good option. It's not as, you know, we managed to get 5 rooms down before, but I want to sacrifice the Pegasus. Let's go ahead and fire it. We've got all their shields down. We'll take down their weapons, and then we'll do a cool beam. There's the cool beam. Yeah, I'm sure you're trying to get out. $64 scrap is pretty dang good. There's the distress. 1, 2, 3. I should be able to make it to the exit in time. I was a little worried. Let's see. We're out of fuel and can't get to this barren sector. Yeah, totally, dude. We don't have much to offer, but have a look at the sector scans. Thanks. Yeah, not really a whole lot going on. We could probably hit up the store and then the exit. Yeah. We have plenty of money. We don't really need to hit up that second part. Let's see. I'm looking for more cool guns. Where are your cool guns at? Drone control. Nah. Clone Bay hacking. You know, I don't think any of this is really worth it. I mean, hacking might be worth it. It's a good augmentation to our current build. It takes, what, 3 extra power? How are we doing on our potential for power? We can spare 3 power. You know, hacking might actually be a really good idea. I want both of these. I want 2 extra shields. That would be so nice. It's going to be expensive, but I could do hacking here. I mean, the next jump is going to be the jump to the final boss. So I really have to question whether or not I will be like I have to have my build finalized by the time I jump into this next sector. I think that hacking, you know, it's $80. That's a sizable amount, but I have the cash. I think it's a good idea. I'm gonna go hacking. We'll have a single power in hacking. We'll go ahead and we won't really be able to target, you know, pump it up all the way, but it'll be really nice to hack the final boss's cloak once we get there, just to get rid of that entire problem. Gonna need some power. We could just max power right now. 1 power. Shields will need how much extra power? Like 3 more if I'm conservative. You know, yeah. Let's just grab the 1 extra power for the hacking so we can power it. Let's get... Let's get the overhead on the medbay and oxygen. Not to power, just to have them safe, just in case they get hit. That brings us down to 148, which is, you know, not enough to do a whole lot, but I think I can add another shield on there. And that's all we can afford. Let's hit the exit and get that achievement, and then see if we can hit this boss. All right, so at this point, we're questioning whether we want to keep using the Pegasus missile, because we have the opportunity to swap out missiles for scrap. And we do need scrap right now. We need scrap to upgrade hacking. We need scrap to upgrade the reactor. I think it's a good idea. We have the ion burst for this purpose. Well, we'll also get missiles from the final area. You know what? Ooh, that's hard. That's a difficult decision that we're going to have to make. We need the scrap to power up some of our cool systems, but the Pegasus launcher is a very nice part of this build. I would argue that it's more effective than the ion cannon. So I think I might actually keep all of my missiles. The last stand. Let's go. Tactical approach. We have unlocked the stealth cruiser Type B. Whew. All right. And with that, let's make it to the Rebel flagship. And then once we're done, we can take a look at what the stealth cruiser Type B looks like. Okay, they have a lot of drones, huh? Wow. What a treat. Let's go ahead and just hit them with chain laser halberd beam once those charge. We'll wait until they fire their missile launcher to cloak. Okay, let's hit it. Okay, chain laser on shields. I guess it doesn't really matter as long as we get the ability to do this halberd beam. Okay, that's 1 less. Wow, not 1 less shield to deal with? That's a shame. We can just take our time with this one. Chain laser. And then halberd beam. Now they're at 2. There we go. They're at 2 shields. and I just have to wait for my chain laser to power up again, or my halberd beam. Let's see if this huge missile hits. Ooh, it did. Okay. We're going to go ahead and send as many people in there as possible to repair that, because that's going to be the biggest disappointment. That did a significant amount of damage to my hull. And also took down a large amount of my dodge power. Let's go ahead and shoot those missiles. We really want to get rid of this. And there is the final chain laser, or final beam. Get everyone healed up. Where am I missing power? All my Zoltan are still alive. Do I not have anyone on engines? Did someone die? Uh-oh. Ah, wait. That's really disappointing. I think somebody just died. Yikes. Well, that is unfortunate. I think one of my really valuable Zoltans died. And I just didn't notice. Okay, so let's avoid that hacking real quick. Actually, hey, I have hacking of my own. Let's hack their hacking. Oh, they have a defense drone, which is going to shoot it down. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that. Let's start popping off the chain laser. And the halberd beam with the shields all the way to the oxygen. Yep, I knew they'd hack my hacking, or hack my my cloaking. I think I'm gonna have to turn off the Pegasus beam because it's going to it's going to just get shot down by their defense drone, which means I'm really just depending on the chain laser here. This is actually very problematic. We're looking at an inability to get through their shields. So I really need to time out my chain laser with the point at which my halberd beam is charged, so I can get any damage whatsoever. Okay. Oh, right. I need somebody to be on engines. Lu Jun, you were born for this. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Not a lot. They also have a shield drone, which is going to disable, really like hurt my ability to target them or bring down those shields. So my chain laser is going to fire. Maybe I can get this. There's the shields down. Now I can start to deal that damage. Oof. Or not. think I just have to keep this this pressure on. You know, come to think of it, I could just run from this fight. It would be nice to get their scrap. It would be nice to get their scrap. But is it worth how many missiles I'm using? I think it's somewhat worth it. No, it's not worth it. I gotta get out of here. Let's get to the base. I always forget about that. I can just run. All right, Li Jun, you need to hit up the engines. It's your job now. Let's save the stations. Fortunately, we still had someone who had the ability to have full engines ability. Would have been nice to keep that Zoltan, but that's how these things go. Let's go. Let's go. Final fight? Final fight. Okay. Didn't even get a chance. Okay. Let's see. They're hacking my pilot. At least they're not hacking my cloaking, which is my life. All right. So let's wait until they fire once. And then I can dodge 3 shots. Yeah, totally. These, I don't want to try and dodge. It's 3 missiles. Deep trouble if that starts to pop off. So let's start firing the chain laser and start getting those Pegasus missiles into the shields. There we go. Halberd beam at this point can actually do damage. So let's start trying to do damage in here. It's the best I can do. Actually, wait. That's the best I can do. Not a lot I can do while they're cloaked. Oh, hey, I need to hack their cloaking. Let's hack their cloaking. Let's make sure, just so we can bring them out whenever we need it. Oof, okay. Let's go ahead and send our door guy to help repair weapons, because that's our halberd beam, our main damage dealer. Ooh, we're taking some hits. Let's go ahead and really watch for that. Let's get rid of that cloak. We're going to get a few misses and start pumping those Pegasus missiles right into the shields. Halberd beam, want you to stay on it. Some good damage there. Chain laser, let's go. Okay, halberd beam can only pierce 2 shields. I need to remember that. Let's get them out of that cloak. And let's disable the halberd beam for a moment before we can get them down to at least 1 shield. Okay, their shields are actually fully down now, which means that I might be able to get some competent damage in. That's better. That's more like it. All right, I should be ready with my cloak. Their shields are completely down, which means I can start to damage probably their firing mechanism. I'm gonna take some hits here. Ooh, and they are bad hits. Okay, let's actually air this place out. Okay, we have 1 stage down. Still at 10 missiles. We can hit up the repair station to get rid of this current damage. Let's have everyone visit the med bay. So far, so good. This is not the worst. Oh, I did want to increase the hacking a fair amount, actually. I have enough to power it up by one more. So we can sacrifice some medbay power for that. And get everyone back in place, and I don't have the opportunity to go to the repair bay right now, which I do regret. I might have the option next, but we're looking at drones. So let's go ahead and just right away hack the drones. They're gonna fire off a oh boy, they have their defense drone, which means that I'm gonna have a lot of trouble hacking. I really just don't want to deal with their boarding drones most of all. That's gonna be a lot of trouble. Why is my chain laser offline? Looks like I didn't have enough energy after all. Okay. Man, losing that Zoltan really... I'm really feeling it. Alright, so let's start hitting the shields with the Pegasus as normal. That brings them down to 3 shields, which is cool. Let's defend against this thug. Okay, chain laser needs to be firing all the time. Okay, here's that power surge. Gonna start regretting this right now. Ooh, keep missing. Yes. Okay. They're definitely hitting a vast majority of the shots that I put at them. Gonna need these folks to start. Oh, that's where that extra energy went. It went into my O2 system. Huh. Okay. It's probably good too, because that was what was at risk. So what am I not paying attention to here? Halberd beam is down, which is a large problem. Chain laser is still building up energy, or building up charges. There's some good misses. Let's see if I can not deal with this annoying boarding drone once I uncloak. I'm getting some shield damage in. I'm actually going to try, instead of attacking the shields, attack the drones, because this... oh boy, here we go. Let's actually go ahead and power up the O2 system. You know what? I haven't been using my hacking, so I need to wait until their drone is concentrating on something else and try to get that hack in. Okay. Get my halberd beam back up. Get the Pegasus back on the shields. It would be nice to be able to cloak right now, but that's not in the cards for me. Getting a lot of dodges though. Cloak just in time. All right, hacking is damaged. I don't really care about it that much right now. I need my Zoltan back in the seat. Now the next moment I get the opportunity to shoot, if they ever get down to 1 shield, then I'll be able to win this because my halberd beam will actually be able to do damage. Hey, now we're talking. Let's get the halberd beam in there. There's some damage, down to 2 shields. I'm going to save my Pegasus missile. Uh-oh. So it seems like there's this guy in the hacking bay and damaging the hacking system. I could care less right now. I really just need this ship to go down. And the next chain laser should do it. That's it. Stage 2 down. Without that much hull damage. This is going to need to be fixed, so let's get a couple repairmen in there with our maximum O2 so it stays habitable. Cool. Let's get some of these folks to the med bay too, because I am hurting. The other issue I'm going to run into is I only have 6 missiles left. I don't know if that's enough to deal the damage that I need to do. So let's hit up the repair station. That's full hull, a decent amount of missiles. What's up? Do we have time to hit the other repair station? I think so. Yeah. That's another 4 missiles. We'll need them. All right, final fight. Let's gear up. We've got the ability to level up our hacking one more time, which could be worth it. I think that's the answer that we have to go for. Hacking max. And that leaves us with the ability to do probably piloting. Yeah. It can't hurt. All right, let's fight the final fight. Right, it has boarding. That's a problem. Let's... Oh, it also has mind control. That's a huge issue. All right, let's go ahead and just stop them from boarding right now. And we'll wait for our chain laser to start popping off using... Let's get the Pegasus missile in here too. The moment I get the opportunity, I'm going to hack their boarding because I think that's the answer. Or do I hack their mind control? So I can either hack their teleporter, which lets me just disable the whole boarding process, or I can hack their mind control, which will let me mind control one of their people. And you know what? I think it's safer to hack the teleporter. So let's get rid of the shield. Which I'm having trouble with right now. Let's just see if we can starve them of oxygen for a little bit. Chain laser, come on. Okay. With that, I can access this. Hacked. Activate the hack. Teleports them back. Took a lot of hits there, and I'm going to take a lot more. Ouch. All right, so we've got fire, which we can put out. Mostly our... I want to power up our oxygen system a decent amount here because we're going to be seeing a lot of trouble from Maria fixing the shields. I sure wish I could close this door. I can. So cool. Wow, I did not cloak soon enough for that. That is a big problem. All right. Let's go ahead and save our halberd beam. See if we can get those shields down to what they need to be. Close all our doors now that their shields are out. We're looking at a mind-controlled guy, which is a problem. Really need to get those shields back up. So why don't we... We need to get our doors and shields back up. So why don't we let most of these get repaired. Chain laser, come on. Halberd beam, get on it. Nope, you guys are coming back. Uh-oh, did I hack too soon? I think I hacked too soon. That's a problem. All right, let's get our shields back up. And what else am I missing? Just keep hitting them with the Pegasus, I think. That actually did a fair amount of damage and is probably very worth it. Sure wish I had the correct hacking for this. And I'm not going to be able to dodge these, which is a problem. I might make this. Even though my crew is heavily injured, with the next chain laser, I should be able to kill them. There we go. And that's the win. Even though my crew is slowly dying in the background. All right. I didn't expect my run with the stealth cruiser to go this well. It was a lot more manageable than I thought, and I think I've learned a lot about how stealth can be used. And mostly I'm very curious about what the second version of this stealth ship looks like. Let's see, we've got a glaive beam. What? Doesn't start with shields, just like the original. It looks like just this fantastic glaive beam. Let's see. Damage per hit 3, which means it can pierce through 2 shields. It's got long range scanners. That's great. It's got, oh, it comes with a Zoltan crew member. That's nice. Really, like this looks like a very, very powerful ship, especially if you can save up for the shields right in the beginning. Excellent. Well, I think with that win, I'm excited to play this next time, but I'm going to take a short break. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you folks next time.